Good morning. Welcome to Candescent Light. My name is Candace. Today there is a new moon in Libra. So we're starting a new moon cycle. And with it being in the sign of Libra, this is a perfect time for starting new cycles in romantic relationships, love, beauty, finding that balance. Lots of slowed down energy, time to nurture that self-love time for you and others around you. So that's going to be our theme for our spread today. We're going to see what new energies are flowing through with this new lunar cycle in Libra. So I have the Shadowscapes Tarot that's going to help us with that. We'll also start with some Moonology Oracle cards to pull and see what deeper messages, wisdoms, insights want to come through to help us with this energy shift as we begin this new, beautiful, fresh cycle in Libra, okay? All right, so I just got this deck. It's one of my newest ones, the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. I was excited because I bought this one specifically for the moon spreads for this month. Not only is it in Libra, which is my sign, I resonate very strongly and deeply with Libra energy, but there's also a super moon coming up on the 31st, this Halloween. So we had lots of powerful super moons that I wanted to channel and get the best cards to get the clearest messages. Okay. So let's see what overall themes Spirit would like to bring up and talk with us in regards to this new moon in Libra. What do we need to know for this new moon in Libra? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, one more. Good. All right. Let's see what comes through. All right, so our first theme, we have balance. Perfect. Libra is all about balance. We're learning to balance, rebalance something, find that even equal footing in our step here, okay? We have release, more releasing, especially this new moon cycle is happening during the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. So lots of purging and releasing, continuing if you haven't started or you've been releasing, just to continue releasing here. And we'll get one more, surrender. Just surrender to the process, surrender to whatever emotion is arising within you, whatever is wanting to get cleared. Even surrender to your joys, your hopes, and your dreams. Surrender to whatever is happening around you. There are some deeper lessons that we are needing to integrate and cultivate in our new sense of self that is stepping forward. Wow, okay. Numbers here, 19, 27, 26. Very interesting. So 19, break it down. 29, no, a 10, a 1. Yeah, so we got balance, release, and surrender as our major themes for this new lunar cycle, okay? Yes, whenever we start something new, lunar energy is really good for purging and releasing things. Whether that be old mindsets, old beliefs, maybe certain toxic people, unhealthy patterns. Maybe it's time for you to move on from a job. Maybe it's time for you to cut some old habits out, some unhealthy, limiting beliefs about yourself. Whatever it is that is slowing you down, this lunar cycle is helping you to look at it with fresh eyes of beauty, of love, and balance, okay? Beautiful. All right, so let's start with balance here. We're going to go deeper into this message of balance. Okay, so we'll get 3 tarot cards to help us depict this message. All right, what can you tell us about balance? What do we need? Whoa, King of Cups coming out here. What can you tell us about balance? What do we need to know balance. Let's get one more. What do we need to know in regards to balance in this new lunar cycle? Where can we find our balance? All right, let's get one more here. Knight of Swords. Okay, so what came out for balance? We have the King of Cups here. I like that, King of Cups. We also have Six of Pentacles. Good, rebalancing energy. Six of Pentacles is another scale, balancing, reciprocating, making sure that you are getting back what you put out, okay? Things are balanced. And the Knight of Swords. Very nice. Okay, so we've got a mixture here of deep emotion. We have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is very mature, emotional energy, okay? He's very steady and still with his emotions. If you look at this, he's like deep under the water down here with the turtles, and he's holding this giant bowl here. You can tell that he is very deep down in the depths of the water here. So he's almost finding the bottom of his emotions. Whatever you may be processing or feeling very deeply on emotional level, I feel like you're finding the bottom. You found you're getting to the root, the bottom of it, okay? And you are starting to cultivate this real deep, sensitive, emotional maturity from whatever you're finding in the depths here, okay? And it's bringing you up to this king status. And I like in this card, there's a lot of light, okay? No matter how deep down under the water he goes, there's a bright light. He can still see the light. And he's got his little seahorse friend here, like he's talking and conversing with, almost like you're introspecting, conversing with your inner self. You know, where's the light in this situation, okay? You also may feel yourself being very sensitive, maybe in tune with other people's emotions. So this is a time to be very aware to make sure you're not projecting your own emotions on other people, being very clear and aware of what's your emotional energy and what is another person's energy. Don't absorb or take on another person's emotions. So with this king, I feel like what's going to help you bring balance is really discerning what is your emotional energy, your emotional responsibility, and in control for you to balance and adjust, and aware of what is another person's emotional baggage issue that is theirs to rebalance, okay? So having this clarity and maturity to draw boundaries, draw lines between our emotions, what's yours and what's mine, okay? Beautiful. So that's coming in, and the Six of Pentacles, I like this one, the image here, because he's like playing this flute here, and all these pentacles are raining down and feeding, nurturing this little growth here. So I feel like you're no longer making time for putting your time and energy into people, into situation, habits, things where you're not returning anything back. Things are just not coming back to you. And I feel like you're putting a lot of that into yourself, okay? With Libra, this is a time for a lot of self-love, self-care. So a lot of that reciprocation is coming from you, okay? That positive self-talk, nurturing self-love. You're taking the time to, you know, go groom yourself, go take a warm bath, take time to do hobbies where you enjoy, where you feel refreshed and refueled. So this is putting energy back into yourself, making sure you are nurturing and growing yourself to keep that balance that you need, okay? And with the Knight of Swords, I just get swift clarity with this. The Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy. It's not getting caught up in emotion. It's just knowing this is the right course of action. I see clearly what needs to be cut out and just cutting it out. So I feel swift clarity with this. You know, not drawing it out, not taking any time to think it over anymore. You know what works for you, you know what doesn't, you know what drains you, you know what fuels you, and you now have that clarity to cut those things out, okay? To keep that balance. Beautiful. All right, wonderful. Let's move on to the release now. The message of release coming through with this new cycle. So what are we continuing to release? What does the collective need to release to make room for with this new lunar cycle? What do we need to release? What fears is this new lunar cycle helping us release? How can we look upon this with more beauty, with more balance, with more love? Thank you. What do we need to hear and know for release? Okay, 7, 8, 9. That's a 9. So ending of a cycle. 27 breaks down to a 9. So you're coming up at the end of the cycle, whatever you're releasing or purging, you're right at the end of it, okay? All right, so we've got the Queen of Wands. We have the Justice card coming out in the center here. That is Libra energy, and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. So for the release card, we are getting a lot of fire and passion with this release. I feel like really digging deep, finding what excites you, what ignites your soul is coming to light here. As you are releasing, you are making way for fresh, very powerful fire energy, okay? And this is your spirit energy here. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands energy is very creative. She's very magnetizing energy, very attractive energy. I feel like people could be drawn to you. You're being noticed for your talents. Maybe you're wanting to share your gifts and talents. The Queen of Wands also has very passionate ideas. So you may be getting a download of inspiring ideas to help make the world a better place, to help your family and the work world, or with yourself. Maybe areas that you want to improve, be more creative with yourself. This Queen of Wands energy is almost being ignited and being given birth to as you're releasing. You're stepping into this very magnetic, passionate energy here. It's going to help you create. And we have Justice here. So you're needing, the Queen of Wands is also, she goes after what she wants. She's not afraid to get what she believes she deserves. She's going after it. Whatever that is to help bring balance, maybe something that was not fair in the past is now being rebalanced. Maybe you're having the passion to speak up for your justice, what was not fair to you in the past. You're now getting that inspiration, that motivation, that fire under your butt, if you will, to start voicing your justice, advocating for yourself, rebalancing, finding that fairness. Okay? And we have the Knight of Wands here, which is you've been activated. This is also movement, seeing the direction. You're now learning how to really harness and channel that passionate energy in a conscious, focused direction, okay? Which is only going to magnetize whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're wanting to come towards you faster, okay? Wow. So this release energy is really lighting up the fire in our soul, okay? We're being activated and ignited, if you will. You're getting very motivated and inspired to take on these new creative, passionate endeavors, whether that be in a relationship, in the work world, maybe exploring self-discovery, personal growth, whatever you want to direct that fiery passion towards, it's going to bring you success and help you release and ultimately bring out that new you that is wanting to come forth. Wonderful. All right. So let's move on to the last theme here, with surrender, okay? So with all this release and purging that we're doing, there's an important need to surrender. Just almost let yourself go with the current. Allow yourself, release expectations, how you think things should come, release any expectations of that, and just surrender to the process. Trust that it's going to lead you in a better place, okay? So what else do we need to know with the surrender? How can we allow ourselves to surrender and step out of that fear and be more trusting? Because it can be scary. We don't know where we're going. Sometimes the universe doesn't let us see where we're going because it requires us to have faith and trust. But let me tell you, some of the best things are created when you step into the unknown, when you don't know where you're going, okay? When you surrender and trust, that's where all the miracles, all the best sweet things in life appear, okay? So what do we need to know with this surrender? How can we best surrender? What can we surrender? What do we need to know in regards to surrender? Surrender. Okay. Let's see what we get. We've got Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Okay. Overall energy, the Hermit. Yeah, so I feel like we are definitely being called to go inward, go inside, really listen to our inner voice, being guided by our inner knowing here. This is also the place where we really receive those clear divine messages of where to move forward, what direction we need to take, okay? So with the surrendering, there's a lot of juggling, going back and forth from maybe work to family. Maybe you're juggling two jobs. Maybe you're juggling two identities of yourself, okay, that you don't need, that you need to surrender. Understanding where the true self comes from. We are love and light. We are whatever energy we bring to this moment, okay? To the true self needs no self-image. To the true self, an image is useless baggage. You are whatever energy you bring to this moment. If you choose to be love, if you choose to take the time to honor painful experiences in the past, you are the sadness that is being released. You are the one witnessing. You are the one honoring and acknowledging those feelings, whatever may arise, okay? So learning to juggle. I think there's a lot of change, alchemizing, understanding yourself, understanding, learning from your past experiences and what it means for who you are now. There's a lot of change and juggling. I feel juggling of identities of who you are is what I'm getting. And your need to surrender your expectation of what you think you should be. Maybe where you think you should be at and you're not, and needing to find balance, okay? Really understand your true self, connect with that true sense of self, that love, that acceptance for yourself, okay? So learning to surrender that. And Page energy, more fire energy, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of enthusiastic energy that is going to like break free after this release and this surrender. There's going to be like a birth of very passionate, enthusiastic, energetic energy, okay? Almost like you're reborn like a child. There's going to be this new freshness, love of life again with this Page of Wands, okay? Wanting to explore again, wanting to learn and develop new skills, having the freedom and the courage to go seek out new creative endeavors, new people, maybe go travel to new places, okay? Seeking out things that really bring out that creative passion side of you, okay? That is what's coming through, or you need to surrender to. Allow yourself to be creative, to surrender to what your passion is, okay? And the Six of Swords is helping us with that. So with all this enthusiastic, inspiring, creative energy, it is helping us transition into a calmer place, okay? The Six of Swords is moving from rough waters to calm waters. So this release, this transformation that you are needing to purge and go through and find balance, it is helping you transition from that rough, rocky, what was in the past, to now some smooth sailing in the future. Going to a more calming, more centered, more still, more grounded and more balanced place, okay? So learning to juggle, release all these disserving identities, beliefs about yourself, really focusing that energy on your joys, your passions, your creative endeavors, is going to help you make this smooth transition, okay? And it's going to be more relaxed and calming. Libra, the fall time has to do with more relaxed, laid back, things are calm, you found a steady flow and balanced routine in things, okay? So there's going to be a nice time for rest to rebalance, okay? Beautiful, very exciting. Lots of good things coming with this new cycle. So I just want to get a closing Moonology Oracle message just to close us out. Beautiful. Balance, release, and surrender. This new cycle is bringing balance, release, and surrender. All right. What last closing messages would you like to share with us? What Moonology Oracle messages do we need to know for this new cycle in Libra? What is there to come and look forward to with this new cycle in Libra? New cycle in Libra. Yeah, definitely a lot of movement, because in the bottom here, we have a lot of knights. The only king that came out was the King of Cups, which is really helping us develop mature emotion, okay? A lot of emotional maturity. But then there's movement. The knights are fast movement. You have clear thought, clear focus direction, and it's helping us transition and move into calmer waters, okay? That is what we are looking forward to with this new cycle, okay? Movement out of the rough waters into the calm waters, okay? Wow, nice. Okay, look at the bigger picture. Our closing message, we have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture, okay? Taking a time to step back, look at everything that you've gone through, how it was a necessary part of your journey to where you are now, what you've learned, the skills you've cultivated, the emotional maturity, the resiliency that you have developed in these past years, this past cycle, okay? Look at the bigger picture. And I love that it's this fiery red here, because there's lots of fire in this spread here. And there's an arrow. The Sagittarius is the adventurer. It is the expansion card, okay? Having that focused direction, the arrow, seeing your target and shooting your arrow, okay? You are this knight energy. You are clear with your thoughts and your actions. And the Knight of Wands here, you are focused with your direction of where to put that, where to shoot your arrow, okay? So I see lots of movement, clear, focused movement here. Beautiful. Looking at the bigger picture, how things are coming to a completion, and how you've leveled up. You're becoming a very wise, deep, emotional king here with this release and surrender. Okay, beautiful. Look at the bigger picture. There is something much grander and bigger at play here, and it is for your highest good. Beautiful. All right. I believe all the messages that the collective needed to hear have come through. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I wish you a very smooth, loving, beautiful new moon in Libra cycle. Stay tuned. I'll come out with, I'm hoping to do a weekend spread to see what is coming this weekend, and keep a lookout for my read on the full moon, the super moon. I believe it's in Taurus, coming up on Halloween. Okay? Have a lovely day. See you later. Bye.